I will not crash. Honey yacht, dash. Honey yacht, dash. Honey yacht, dash. Honey yacht, dash. Honey yacht, dash.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. Okay. Spell. Let's go. Put it right.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check.
They run with Pumphrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Lynch, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check out.
Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go. Get set. 22 yard. 22 jet cover. 22 jet cover. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Out, 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 out. Check 50, check 50. 41.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
What a set. We got to wedge that, huh? Go. Go. Shoot. Shoot. 66. Pull it. Half. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check. Alert. 40's a month. 40's a month.
Throwing again is Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings us 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 20-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Get the boys down. He's coming.
Again, it's Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
This is it. 18. 29.
He's checking. Crash.
54.
Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
31.
Now Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
47's the mic, bro. 47. Check, 47.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's got Fuller. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
41 Mike, right here.
Alert.
Mike 41, Mike 41. 41's coming.
Watson throwing again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Watson now to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Lynch in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Check, 47. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 70 ending. 33. Rabbit. Kill. Who's on Booker? Over.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pick up the ball. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Go, Trey. Come on. Check 41. Here we go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. 41's coming. 46. I'm on. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go. Drive on. Switch.
Shift. Watch the shift.
What? Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Sets up 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kenny Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 47. All day, baby. All day. Both 7's the mic. Both 7's the mic.
Back to throw, Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Reset.
First down, Houston.
I got you. I got you.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Crunch. 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 Motion, motion, motion. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I got him. I got him.
From the 50, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got this. Check 3. Check 3. Come on. Check the backer. 66. Pull it. Half. I got him.
Watson looks to throw again. It's complete to Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Get ready. Get ready. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Watson on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I don't even know.
Hey, 31. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
On fourth down, Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
41 Mike.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Wait.
He don't want it.
Watch the edge.
Check.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Let's go. Hey, no. It's free. Hatchet. Fast. Kill. Squeeze.
Hey, turn it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
I'm coming. Hey. I'm coming. Watch twist.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Squeeze, double. Tight. Watch left.
Now Pirine. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
17-yard line.
Let's get it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch twist. Watch it go.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 55. Check.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 49 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Ravens 38, Texans 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
48 the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. 54. Right, let's get there. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch it.
Watson with a give to Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 24. Mike, 48.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Here I come. 47's the mic. I got you, boy. Mike's 47.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Miller, the lone setback. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Faking the give. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
31. Slam.
Here's Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matt Judon. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
47's the mic.
On 4th down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Protein spill.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
5.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go! Can't you stop?
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Say
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
kill, kill, kill.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Bang, 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 bang. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
And let's go.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Loss of a yard.